Hey guys, so I'm here with another video. Today I'd like to show off my latest purchase. This is one for all of you Star Wars fans. It's a lightsaber which I recently purchased from Ultrasabers. Now, so this is what they call a stunt saber, so it can actually be used for sparring, which is useful because I've recently joined a lightsaber training group. I'm also going to be using this for cosplay. This is the Dark Initiate, LE edition from Ultrasabers, and the difference between the standard Dark Initiate and the LE is this lovely silver banding, which I think adds a lot of detail to this. Now, of course, as the name implies, it's dark side, so rather unsurprisingly, I went for red. And of course, had to have the sound effects, because as my friend Kurtis, who runs our lightsaber training group, Saber Academy Ltd, or Saber Combat Academy Ltd, said, if you don't have sound effects, it's basically just a torch. Now, I did have a couple of problems with this one, unfortunately, which you may notice. There is a slight crackle in the sound. That's because there's a slight nick on the speaker, which means the sort of basic fabric cover that covers the speaker is rattling a bit. I do have the option to send this back to Ultrasabers for repair, but they're based in Texas. I'm based in the UK. That could get quite costly, so I might just opt to replace the speaker myself, which they sell the replacement parts for. And again, I might be able to get one through my friend who runs the lightsaber training school, so that's always a bonus. I looked at doing custom builds. They have a lot of amazing options on their website. In fact, if you look at any of the lightsaber websites for building your own lightsabers, you're going to see a lot of pre-builds and a lot of custom options. The pre-builds, obviously you order all the parts and you assemble them yourselves. Custom builds, they come like this. That being said, Ultrasabers, their pre-builds still have a lot of customization on them, so you can still add a lot of parts to them. There's an option for flash on clash, which is where it will glow a different colour when it strikes. They do a number of different sound options. I went for the basic sound chip, which is what they call the Obsidian Light, but you can go anything all the way up to what they call the Emerald, which has its own custom sound modification system, and you can store multiple sound types on the card, so you can literally have a lightsaber with multiple different sound effects pre-prepared. The other thing that's quite one of the options, of course, is the blade itself. Now, Ultrasabers usually as a default come with what they call medium grade. If you're going to do any serious amount of combat or sparring, it's worth going and paying the extra $10 for the heavy grade, which is what I've got. There are two variants. There's the heavy grade Ultra Edge, which is what I have here, and the standard heavy grade. The standard heavy grade has a silver colour to it. It's supposed to be a bit brighter. Ultra Edge obviously has this sort of opaque, kind of misty white kind of colour when it's not lit, but the idea is that it diffuses the colour to give you a little bit of a sharper edge. Now, there is a debate about whether or not that's as effective with the red as it is with other colours, but I think it looks good. You'll also notice, when I've got it turned on, another two of the options that I paid for is you can pay to have the power button light up. It's an extra $35. I think it's worth doing. One of the things I would definitely say is when you're looking at your different saber types is you'll notice some of them have windows. Sadly, that is a chargeable extra, but when it looks that damn good, why not? One of the things you can of course change is, I'm going to turn the speaker off for this so you don't have to listen to the crackle too much, is the pommels can be changed. This was one of the reasons why I was initially looking at customization, and then when I realised that you could do that just by changing options on the standard builds, that's what I went for. This is what they call the Scorpion. It's based off of it comes pre-made with one of the sabers that Ultrasabers sell called the Crimson Scorpion, which comes in red, but you can also buy a silver or black one to match any other saber you buy. As an optional extra, it's the most expensive pommel they do, but I think, well, it looks pretty cool. One piece of advice I will give you right now is this particular one is a two-part pommel. The top part unscrews very easily. The bottom part is a little bit tighter, which makes sense because this has got to hold the battery in. Be careful when you wind this on. I had an issue when I initially got this where the batteries were loose inside, so I readjusted the batteries on the day it was delivered. I then screwed this back on really tightly. You can run the risk of cross-threading, so be careful when you screw this on. You want it to sit secure, again, very important if you're going to be doing combat, but you don't want it so tight that you can't unscrew it. Otherwise you're going to have to get heavy-duty grips to unscrew it. I was very fortunate I didn't get to the stage where I had to unscrew it with pliers or with a heavy-duty wrench, but I was seriously contemplating it. As I said, there are a lot of options even on the stock builds for these, whether you buy the Dark Initiate or any of the sabers through Ultrasabers. And that's one of the great things about this, is Ultrasabers' ability to give you a lot of options. And I think, you know, some people out in the saber community, I've seen other videos, have talked about how the hilts can be quite chunky and larger compared to some of the other style ones. But I think it's a good weight. I think it looks quite cool. I think if you're going to be doing combat, you want something that's got a little bit more weight, because the blades tend to be standard across a lot of sabers. These are made from the same heavy-duty plastics you'd see in use with riot shields, so it's relatively weighty. So having a slightly heavier pommel, or a heavier hilt, adds a lot of counterbalance to that. It's also worth noting that the hilts on these are made from aircraft-grade aluminium, so they are pretty durable, pretty heavy-going. You can definitely swing that around. The other, and probably the best selling point about Ultrasabers, was I ordered this 2 weeks ago, and at the time in which I ordered it on a Saturday. They dispatched it, I ordered it Saturday night, they dispatched it Monday, FedEx had it in the UK and attempted to deliver it on Friday. I wasn't available to receive that delivery, so I had to wait till the following Monday, because the courier in my area didn't deliver on the weekend, which is a bit of a shame. I'd have done this video a lot sooner in the week, but obviously, as I said, I had some initial problems and I was thinking, well, there's no point recording a video if I can't get the thing to light up and turn the sounds on. Even now, as I said, you can... There is a bit of a background battle. I'm debating whether or not I think that's too much. As I said, they've given me the option to buy the replacement part and fit it myself, though they have one that will potentially put my warranty at risk, or I can ship it back to them. Now that's great customer service. As I said before, given that I'm in the UK and they're in Texas in the USA, I might not go down that route, just because it's going to cost me a fair bit to ship it back to them. But I appreciate the fact that they offer that service. They offer display stands, they offer what they call saber plugs. I didn't get one, but if you like having the saber slung from your hip when you're in costume, that's cool. And then the plug just sits inside where the blade would be to stop the light from falling out. Personally, I'm going to be using this for combat, I'm going to be using it for cosplay, and let's be honest, when you want to turn up a lightsaber, people want to see it lights up and see you swing it around a bit. My only My only other piece of advice with this is be careful where you swing it. I don't know if it's noticeable on this video, but my lighting isn't as bright as normal, and that's because I swung it round and took out one of my living room lights. Unsurprisingly, the Saber came off fine, the light didn't. So, yeah, these things are pretty durable. You can see, I mean, we were taking a lot of punishment at training class yesterday. I don't know, when it's lit up you probably can't see it, but there are, or maybe you can, there's a couple of like scrapes and scratches, but that is still, I can flex that and that's not showing any sign of damaging. So all in all, very happy with this. I'm actually going to be using it for a costume at a convention tomorrow. It's a one-day event. I'm going to try and get some photos up on my Facebook page very quickly. So if this video is interesting, you want to see what it looks like with the costume, there will be a link in the description below to my Facebook page and you can have a look at that. I hope that I hope this video's been informative. If you are thinking of getting this particular style, which is, as I said, the Dark Initiate, then hopefully it's been useful for you to see somebody who has one and has the options that you might be interested in looking at. I know when I was looking around, I was trying to see various videos for Ultrasabers, but in particular for anyone who'd done video on this particular style, which there weren't too many. So hopefully this has been helpful to you. Hopefully it's been helpful to you if you want to purchase anything from Ultrasabers. This will give you an idea of kind of the size and quality that you're going to get with these. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. If you bought a lightsaber from Ultrasabers, or if you're thinking of buying an Ultrasabers, or just any other Saber questions, then hey, leave a comment below. You know, let's talk lightsabers, let's talk Star Wars, let's talk all about those sorts of things and how much we love and appreciate them. And if you want to see more videos about various nerdy things that I'm interested in, from cosplay to comic books to films, then just hit that subscribe button and then you'll be able to catch up with all my content when it comes out. Until the next video, I guess I'm going to sign off now by simply saying, may the Force be with you.